Hey guys, hope you're all well and welcome back to another video, and today's going to be my Blu-ray DVD collection for 2025 and horror part 1. So yeah, we're getting into my biggest genre now. I believe it's bigger than action, so I'm not really sure if it's catching up or what, but anyway, this is part 1 of my horror section, so let's get into it. So first up, we have 28 Days Later. Yeah, this is a great zombie film from 2002. I really enjoyed this film a lot. Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris. Yeah, I really enjoyed that a lot. Then we have the sequel, 28 Weeks Later from 2007. Yeah, just as good, if not better, than the original. You got, who was in this? Robert Carlyle, Rose Byrne, Jeremy Renner. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film a lot. Going to be rewatching these soon before I watch 28 Years Later, which comes out, or it might already be out now. But yeah, good film, that one. Looking forward to watching 28 Years. Next, we have The Addams Family, classic, of course, from 1991, with Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, Christopher Lloyd, Christina Ricci. Really good film, that one. Then we have the sequel from 1993, along with Joan Cusack, of course. Yeah, really enjoyed this film a lot. Big fan of the Addams Family. I showed off my animated Addams Family in my animated section. Up next, we have Annabelle. Yeah, good film, of course. Great film from 2017, part of the Conjuring universe. Bit dirty on the case, but yeah, good film from what I remember. I need to continue with collecting them. I don't think I've got all of them. I'll have to have a look. Up next, we have Candyman, classic, of course, from 1992, Virginia Madsen and Tony Todd. And then we got Candyman Farewell to the Flesh from 1995. And then Candyman Day of the Dead from 1999. And then Candyman from 2021, which I was a really big fan of. I really enjoyed this. I wish I'd seen it in the cinemas now, but I never did. But I really enjoyed that a lot. Love the opening theme to that. Up next, we have Carrie, classic, of course, from 1976. Cece Spacek and John Travolta. Up next, we have Casper, classic, of course, from 1995. Yeah, with Christina Ricci, Bill Pullman, Catherine Moriarty, Eric Idle. A good film, that. Loved Casper when I was young. Up next, we have Chucky, of course, classics. Big fan of Chucky. Where's the years of these films? Does it say? Doesn't say the years of these movies. Oh, there we go. Oh, there they are. Chucky. Here we go. And Child's Play, 1988. Child's Play 2, 1990. Child's Play 3 from 1991. Bride of Chucky, 1998. Seed of Chucky, 2004. Curse of Chucky, 2013. And Cult of Chucky from 2017. Yeah, I enjoyed the Chucky films. Up next, we have Cockneys versus Zombies. Great film, of course, from 2012. Yeah, really good. Harry Treadaway, Ramus Hardiker, Michelle Ryan, who was in EastEnders. She's back in it now, playing Zoe Slater. Richard Byers, Honor Blackman, God rest her soul, and Alan Ford. Up next, we have The Conjuring, of course. Speaking of The Conjuring, as I mentioned with the Annabelle film. So this is the original Conjuring from I believe it's 13. Yeah, from 2013 with Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, of course, who play Ed and Lorraine Warren, the paranormal investigators. And then we have Conjuring 2 from 2016. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film a lot. Of course, you got Valak, the demon nun, which I do have, but you'll have to wait till part 2 to see that. Good film, that. I need to pick up the third one, Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It. I need to get that in my collection soon. Up next, we have Cujo, classic, of course, from 1983. Yeah, good film about a killer Saint Bernard. Good film, that. Next, we have The Curse of La Llorona from 2019. I really enjoyed this film a lot. Of course, it's from the Conjuring universe. I don't think it's part of the Conjuring universe, but I think it is. It looks kind of part of the Conjuring, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I still enjoyed it though, even though it's, not based on anything. I don't know. Alexa, is The Curse of La Llorona part of the Conjuring universe?
From webnovel.com. The Curse of La Llorona is based on Mexican folklore and legends that have been passed down for generations.
Oh, so it's not part of the Conjuring universe. It would have been nice if it was. Anyway. Right, up next we have Dead Silence, of course, great film from 2006, based on, well, it's not based on anything. Good film, creators of Saw, love this film. Lee Waynell, of course, who appeared in Saw as Adam. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film a lot. Good film about, like, sort of demon dolls or something, so, yeah, enjoyed that. Up next, we have Dead Snow. Good film, of course, from, I believe, 2009. Yeah, good little sort of Norwegian horror film. Yeah. Up next, we have Deep Blue Sea. Good film, of course, with Thomas Jane, LL Cool J, Michael Rappaport, Samuel L. Jackson, and Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah, good movie, that. They did some sequels to that, but I have not seen any of them. Up next, we have Doom. Great film, of course, with Carl Urban and The Rock from 2005. Really good film, that one. I love the first-person sort of mode towards the end of the film. I really enjoyed that part of it. Up next, we have Escape Room. Great film, of course, from 2019. Really enjoyed this film a lot. I need to get the sequel to that soon. Next, we have Fertile Ground. Yeah, really enjoyed this film a lot. Yeah, I really enjoyed. Good film. I really enjoyed this film. I remember watching this years ago with my neighbours, and I was like, "Oh, really enjoyed that a lot." Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while. I don't think I've seen my Blu Ray of it. I can't remember, but yeah. Up next, we have my Friday the 13th collection. So Friday the 13th, classic from 1980 with Betsy Palmer, Adriana King, Harry Crosby, Laurie Bartram, Mark Nelson. How do you say that? Gianni Taylor, Robbie Morgan, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, good film, that. Young Kevin Bacon, who gets killed off in that. Up next, we have part 2 from 1981 Of course, the first appearance of Jason Voorhees in the, well, before he has his hockey mask, he decides to put a bag over his head, and you can just see the one eye. Part 3 from 1982. I love the opening theme to that. The final chapter from 1984. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Obviously, it's not the final chapter. Obviously, I don't know why would they put that on there. Maybe it's to make it look like it's the ending, but it's not. But still good though. Is this a one with yeah, they got the old. Why did they put the old 18 on there? Maybe the cover's wrong. I don't really know. But it's still good though. But yeah, I know one of these doesn't have the right year, right age on the disc. Part 5, A New Beginning from 1985. Yeah, it's not that one. I keep thinking which one it is, but that's good. I think it might be this one actually. Part 6, Jason Lives from 1986. Yeah, there we are. Why did they do the 15 certificate on that one and not, you know, I don't know why. I think it was because they wanted to get these they made these covers and they put them on you and they put either the wrong disc on. So yeah, it's part 6, Jason Lives, 1986. And then we have part 7, The New Blood from 1988. And then continuing on, we have part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan from 1989. I've not seen any of these yet, I don't think. I've only seen up to part... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a Friday the 13th marathon one day. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, of course. Classic, 1993. And then you've got Jason X from 2002. So, yeah, really good film, that one. And I don't know... I have not seen never seen the remake. So... I don't know about that. Okay, next we have my Halloween collection. Again, I haven't got all of these ones, so I've only got the ones I like at the most. I've got Halloween from 1978, classic, John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis again, Donald Pleasance, Halloween 2 from 1981. I love the theme song to this film. You know, the opening theme is just boo. It's a bit of a boogie in that one. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I haven't seen this one yet, but I believe it's terrible. I haven't unsealed this. I've had this for quite a few years now, but I don't know why I haven't opened it. This has been in my collection for quite a while. I can't remember when I bought it. It must have been about a fair few years ago. Yeah. Yeah, so need to watch that one, obviously. And then we have Halloween from 2018. Good film, that. Watched that on Halloween. And then we have Halloween Kills from 2020. And then Halloween Ends from 2021, of course. The final ending, of course. This is from a different country. I don't know where this is from. But again, the cover's wrong. The cover's wrong. I believe this is a German import. But it's got the UK 18 logo. So maybe somebody didn't have, or maybe somebody had a case, had the disc and not the case, and they printed this off or whatever. But yeah, or maybe they had a case and it broke, and maybe they had the disc was in good condition, and I thought, oh, I'm going to chuck it in here, but it's alright though, as long as there's a UK version. Up next, we have Hellraiser, of course, classic from 1987, another good film. This time is Clive Barker. Very sad about him now because he passed away a few years ago. I like Hellraiser. My neighbours have got Hellraiser on their DVDs, and they got like I'm pretty sure they've got all of them. There's loads of them. So I need to get my head in gear and get my Hellraiser collection growing. So yeah. Anyway, up next we have Hocus Pocus, classic of course from 1993. Yeah, really enjoyed this a lot. Good film. The second one was also very good. Shame it's not on Blu-ray or DVD, so that would be something to have. Would be something nice to have in your collection, but it's not, unfortunately. Up next, we have Hostel, of course, from 2005. Really, really good horror. I remember watching this with my dad years ago, and he was sat there watching it with me because he was oblivious to what was happening until all of a sudden it went from porn, sexual content to blood and gore nasty. So I don't know what it was about. It's about these like three men who go off to, it's about these two American backpackers, and they go to Europe, and so they think, oh, it's a good business, and then all of a sudden they find out that it's a bloody violent of a murder for profits. So they're killing people for money. So it's a bit of an odd thing. But he gets out, he survives, and that was it. So that's Hostel Part 1. And then you got Hostel 2, or Part 2, from 2007, which I really enjoyed. I like the female cast in this. Yeah, really good. Very sexy there, this one. This one, yeah, I remember this one hanging upside down. I remember that. Good film, that. And then Hostel 3 from 2011. I don't know why they didn't continue it, though, but I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, up next we have The Meg. Good film, of course, from 2018, I think. Yeah, 18. Yeah, good film, that. I love that a lot. Watched that in the cinema years ago, and I really enjoyed it. And I see the second one, which I do need to get. Up next, we have Megan, of course. Very good film from 2023. Yeah, good film, of course. Written by, from the producers of Annabelle and Black Phone. I still haven't seen Black Phone. Where is he? It's James Wan there. So yeah, I really enjoy this a lot. Basically Chucky, but a robot of Chucky. Yeah. Up next we have The Munsters, of course. Classic, great movie. I love The Munsters. I'm a big fan of The Munsters show, and I'm a big fan of The Munsters, this film, and I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. Yeah, good film, that one. Up next, we have my Nightmare on Elm Street collection, of course. Nightmare on Elm Street. And then 2, Freddy's Revenge. Dream Warriors number 3. 4, The Dream Master. 5, The Dream Child. Freddy's Dead. 6. I don't know why it doesn't say, they didn't put the Final Nightmare on there. And then you had Wes Craven's New Nightmare from, it doesn't, they didn't put the years of these movies. Oh, it's alright. But yeah, I like the Nightmare on Elm Street. And then we have Freddy vs. Jason from 2003 or 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, really good film. That's there because Freddy's name comes first in the title. So I thought, oh, better put it there. Up next, we have No One Lives, a classic, of course, good film from 20... where were you? Yeah, 13. Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. Luke Evans. Up next, we have The Nun. Yeah, good film, of course, from 2018. I really need to get The Nun 2. I really enjoyed The Nun 2. I know my cousin-in-law watched it and he was like, he didn't enjoy it, but I thought it was alright. I thought it wasn't that bad. Up next, we have the Omen trilogy, of course. The Omen classic, 1976. Damien Omen 2 from 1978. And Omen 3, The Final Convict from 1981. Of course, yeah, I love the Omen trilogy. Didn't like the remake, but I really enjoyed the new film that they did. You know, Omen First Kill, which I really need to get. Or the first Omen, sorry. Up next, we have Orphan. Good film from what I remember. Really enjoyed this film a lot, from 2009, with Vera Farmiga, Peter Sarsgaard, Isabel Fuhrman. Love that film a lot. And then, of course, that's concluded with Orphan First Kill. Yeah, I said First Kill for the Omen, but I got that wrong. Yeah, good film that. I love this one a lot. With yeah, so this is basically the prequel to. Yeah, I like this film a lot. I don't know how she pulls it off, but you know, when you're an actress, you're like, oh right, okay, give you all the makeup and all, and make you look a little young. Yeah, I really enjoyed Orphan a lot. Next, we have Piranha, classic, of course, 1978, sorry. Yeah, really enjoyed this film a lot. Joe Dante's original. And finally, for part 1 of horror, because we're going to end on the P's, we're going to end on Psycho and the Birds, classic Hitchcock films from the 60s. And Psycho, 1960, and then The Birds, 1963, which is my favourite. Tippi Hedren, she's still going. Tippi Hedren is still alive. Of course, it stars Jessica Tandy, Rod Taylor, Suzanne Pleasant, and in Psycho you have Anthony Perkins and Vera Miles, John Gavin, Martin Balsam, John McIntyre, and Janet Leigh. So there you have it. That's part 1 of horror. So part 2 will be soon. So thank you for watching as always. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.